where the sand swallows the sun's last light, beneath the crows that circle tight. Whiskey bottles lay thrown beside the road, where a lone figure with a heavy load recalls the thunder of a train in flight. Echoes from the devil's deal they ride, where shadows stretch and old ghosts by. Lost loves wail in the dust storm scream, burning churches by the creek of dream, where every whispered sin must confide. He struck a pact beneath the blood-red moon for silver and a lover's swoon. Dust to dust, the curse of lands did claim, left him with nothing but his shame, and a heart as empty as a forgotten tomb. Echoes from the devil's deal they haunt, silent deserts bear the brunt. Whispered vows and curses thrown in winds that chill down to the bone, and every gust his sins come from. Stood eye to eye with the devil, couldn't deny. A gun arose and a soul to sell. He chose his path and chose it well. In the night you can hear his cry. Echoes from the devil's deal now done, underneath the setting sun. Resigned to roam this cursed plight in the silence of the desert night. A man outlaws the past he can't outrun.
Ghost town's cries where the shadows claim the midday sun. I ride with a bottle, the whiskey's my guide, past church bones where faith once died. The wind's a sermon that whispers of sin in the forsaken places I've been. Riding through the ashes under cursed skies, haunting the silence where my old love lies. The echoes of train whistles far and wide, carrying my sorrow in the night I confide. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, betrayed by a kiss in the twilight she cried. The heart of a gambler with debts unpaid led me to the barrel of a gun betrayed. A storm came and washed my sins in the sand, left me a phantom in a barren land. Riding through the ashes with ghosts at my side, searching for redemption where my demons hide. Each whistle's a reminder of what I once defied. In the dust storms of memory, endlessly I ride. I face my reflection in its haunting question. Was it vengeance or salvation in the paths I chose? Only the desert knows. Only the desert knows. Riding through the ashes, finding peace at last. In the quiet of a grave, all my pains are past. Burning bridges lighting my way to where I belong, amidst silent desert songs. This is where I'm strong.
In a ghost town where the dust storms weave, under moonlight whiskey whispers beg you to grieve. Cracked leather boots stepping over cracked clay, streets that echo tales of the runaway. Bottles clank like the chime of a haunted bell, spinning stories in this forsaken, lonesome hell. Dancing with whiskey under cursed starlight, feeling every demon that haunts the night, twirling the shadows of those who've sinned, where lost souls wander and bitter winds grin. Remnants of love like smoke from the church fire, ashes floating over a spire mired in mire. She was a vision too vivid for these barren lands, but she slipped like sand through old weathered hands. Train whistles mourn like a lover's goodbye, echoing cross plains where forgotten graves lie. Dancing with whiskey, with memories too thick, each sip a story, every gulp a trick. Spin with the ghost of to be in the silence of the desert, the only place I'm free. There at the bar saw her face in the glass, haunting the mirrors, a specter of the past. Confrontation with the soul I used to be, before revenge turned love into this dusty decree. Whiskey pour on this cursed land, I'm a ghost forevermore.
In the shadow of the mesa,
where the silent deserts weep, lies the ghost town of Outlaw, where the secrets dare to creep. Underneath the crescent moonlight, whiskey bottles lay in rows, echoes of the lonesome train whistle as the cold night wind blows. Whispers in the lost love calling through the haunted plains. Vows once made in burning churches, now just ashes and chains. Every heartbroken echo, a story of a love that does decay. In the cursed lands of Ellery, where the spirits never stray. There stood a lone, forgotten grave just outside the chapel door. Her name was worn but still engraved in the heart of the man she swore. Betrayed by a kiss so venomous, a serpent smile on her lips left a scar upon the cowboy and a gun upon his hips. Whispers in the lost love tales that chill the desert's spine. Promises like dust storms vanish, leaving nothing behind. His footsteps follow whispers through the town, they softly sway. In the cursed lands of Ellery, where the night swallows the day. The hollow of the valley faced the ghost he feared the most. The mirror of his lost love, now just a pale and fleeting ghost. Eyes like fire confronted past sins as the western wind did moan. A showdown with his haunted memories in the valley of the lone. Whispers in the lost love found his peace or found his grave. In the heart of Ayla, beneath the land so stark and brave. Now he rides a shadow fading in the echoes of his pain. In the cursed lands of Ellery, where whispers call his name. As the sun sets over Ellery, silence settles end of the line. Only whispers in the lost love and his tale lost in time.
Out where the horizon bleeds into the night, silent deserts hold whispers of a vengeful plight. There's a cursed trail they call the lantern path, where shadows move and good men don't last. Under the moon gold glare, the whiskey tells no lies. Dusty winds moan as another heart dies. Oh, the lanterns sway, but their lights grown dim on the path where sinners walk, the chance is slim. Ghosts of the fallen swirling in the sands, I walk with my regrets and blood on my hands. Years ago, love glowed like a fiery brand, till betrayal left me with gunpowder and a shaking hand. In a ghost town by the chapel's burning light, I lost my heart and set the world alright. Train whistle cries like the haunted souls below, forgotten graves where the broken spirits go. Yes, the lanterns sway, fading out of sight, carrying dreams of the cursed through the night. The dust settles on the stories best forgot. On the path of shadows, love matters not. Dressed in black, eyes like coal pits and a noose in his sack. Vengeance or peace, he asked a devil's grin. My heart knew the answer was blowing in the wind. Now the lanterns blaze as I take my stand. This path chose me in this God-forsaken land. Bitter the tale where the lost souls weep. I walk the lantern path where the dark runs deep.
Under the blood-red sky, where the vultures dare to roam, dust kicks up beneath the hooves on this land cursed and alone. Old church bells ring no more, just shadows dance on worn-out stones. Bottle full of yesterday's whiskey in my coat, my heart's echoing moans. Buried in the burning barn, flames kissed by a liar's charm. Ghost town whispers cold and stark as the devil marks his ark. Fire paints the night all red, under ashes lie the dead. Whispers float in the smoky tarn, my soul's buried in the burning barn. There's a tale of love gone cold in the wail of the night train's cry. Her silhouette in the doorway with a promise that turned to a sigh. A whisper of betrayal under the moon's watchful eye. Silver locket in the rubble, lost dreams and a last goodbye. Buried in the burning barn beneath the curse of twisted yarn. Dusty boots through silent halls, following the raven's calls. Night's curtain heavy and darned hides the scars of hearts uncharmed. Echoes lost in the smoky tarn. Love's buried in the burning barn. In the quiet after the flames, where the truth no longer hides, face the ghost of you in the silence where my old self died. Through the smoke your specter fading like a drift of desert sands. A reckoning came at dawn with the gun still in my hands. Buried in the burning barn where vengeance held a fiery arm. Settled debts in the blaze so wild, reclaim peace like a foreskin child. Ash to ash in the earth so charred, on these plains I stand my guard. Heartbeats fade in the cooling tarn, freed and buried in the burning barn. In the shadow of the mesa, under blood-red skies, lies a town forgotten where old secrets die. Dust devils dance where the
chapel once stood. Whiskey bottles light, masked in soot and wood. Ashes of the church fire swirling in the wind. Memories like ghost trains never coming in. The bell tolls for the haunted, the lost, the damned, echoing through cursed lands, an unholy reprimand. There was love neath the steeple, a promise made of gold, turned to whispers in the night, dark stories told. Betrayal, sharp knife under a silent moon. She vanished with the shadows, none too soon. Ashes of the church fire, painting sorrow's face. Past hopes burning fiercely, leaving but a trace. Cries of the forsaken, riding the night's chill in the heart of the desert. Love's blood did spill. I stood in the embers, faced the howling gale. Through the smoke a ghostly veil did pale. Revenge a cold whisper in the desert's ear. One last showdown, the end draws near. Ashes of the church fire, now my fate's thrown. In this silent desert I'll walk alone. Forgiveness a forgotten grave under starlit skies. I'm just a whisper in the wind where my heart lies.
In the shadow of a ghost town where the wind whispers sins, my boots stir the dust of the cursed land I roam. A whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of tired skins, echoes of a train whistle calling the lost home. Burning churches, the flames lighting up the dark. Ashes of the outlaw heart scattered in the breeze. Every broken promise a spark, leaving behind nights that no one sees. Under the pale moonlight, by forgotten graves I lay. Whispers of my lover, her betrayal cuts deep. The silhouette of a burning cross at the bay. Her secrets like serpents, in the dark they creep. Burning churches, the pillars of the night. Ashes of the outlaw heart, drifting out of sight. Every kiss she gave, a lie wrapped into life. silence of the desert, the cold truth I confront. Her ghost in every canyon, her laughter in the storm. A pistol by my side, old scores to hunt. In the ashes of fire, a new outlaw's born. Burning churches, not just embers and art, ashes of the outlaw heart, finding peace apart. This revenge, a bittersweet chart, guiding my hand, healing scars. In the silence of the night, my soul set free. An outlaw's heart finds its final plea.
Under the blood-red sky of a silent desert town, whiskey bottles lay like ghosts upon the ground. A dust storm whispers secrets of a man once free. Train whistle moans through the cursed tumbleweed. In the shadow of the church, where the flames licked the stones, lived a tale of a heart turned from flesh into bones. A lover's vow broken under the weight of deceit. Forgotten graves echo cries of the incomplete. The point of no return, with each setting sun, buried in the revenge. What's done is never undone. Face to face with my ghost in the ruins of the night, head tilted low, eyes glaring with twilight, words unspoken in the showdown. Beats like a drum, bullet finds its home as the falling has begun. Buried in the revenge, acceptance in the dirt, silent deserts hold the tales of the hurt, riding through the echoes of the choices that I've spun. Under the blood-red sky, where my tale retold, lies a gunslinger's heart, forever dark and cold.
Out in the hollows where the dead trees bend, whiskey bottles lay with the tails they end. The moon throws shadows over cursed land. Ghost town echoes of a noose's stand. Footsteps whisper through the silent dust, each one haunted by a broken trust. I'm dancing with my last ride under cold starlight, spurs and silence in a slow graveyard glide. She's a memory that the whiskey can't hide, dancing with my last bride on this long last night. Once loved a woman with fire in her eyes, found her whispering with my demise. Trust traded for gold, love sold for a price. Betrayal's kiss felt colder than ice. In the quiet of a church, flames rose so high, left nothing but ash and a lonesome goodbye. Dancing with my last ride beneath a blood-red sky, with the ghosts of my past and the reasons why. She's just a phantom that my heart can't deny. Dancing with my last ride, and I can no longer cry. By the old rail tracks, heard the train's mournful call, echo in the night of my deepest fall. Faced her specter in the dust, storm's wild swirl, saw the truth unfurl. The relentless twirl. Now I'm dancing with my last ride, where the lost souls hide forgiveness and vengeance. Side by side, this stands my final stand, with fate's harsh guide in the desert sands. I abide, I abide. This journey through shadows and dust, set to the tune of a lone guitar, draws its last breath as the story fades into the vast, haunted expanse of the west. In the heart of a town they forgot to name, the desert sun bleeds into rusty frames. Whiskey bottles lay scattered in the sand, echoes of laughter, a vanished band. A silenced church with its broken cross, here ghost dance to the tune of loss. Ghost town and smoke under a blood-red sky, where the dreams of the damned refuse to die. Whispers float in the winds of despair, this cursed land stripped raw and bare. The spirit wanders with eyes like the storm, hunting the shadows of a love forlorn. Neath the old oak of forgotten grave lies the heart of the girl he couldn't save. The train still whistles a lonesome cry over tracks where old sins lie. Ghost town and smoke under the haunted moon, cradles the secrets of a man maroon. Each gust of wind, a sigh of what's lost in this silent desert. Each soul pays the cost.
In the dust and the ashes, he finds his home. A bottle of whiskey, his only friend, in a town too gone for amends. Ghost town and smoke, the curse he chose to keep, where love lies buried too deep.
Out where the dust storms trace their scars, underneath the moonlit ghost of stars, my boots stir graves where our dreams did dwell. In the silent desert, my private hell. Whiskey whispers from my flask so cold, echoes of your laughter, tales we told. I'm riding through the lost love, down cursed tracks, each mile a memory, no turning back. The train whistle moans through the burning night, where love turned dark as church fires light. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love. Once a tender love lit our way, till betrayal set our skies to gray. You danced with shadows, left me the blame. Now every sandstorm whispers your name. In a ghost town your promise decayed, beside the church where our vows were prayed. Still riding through the lost love, down cursed tracks, each mile a memory, no turning back. The train whistle cries like a soul in flight, chasing shadow to the edge of night. Yes, I'm riding through the lost love. At the crossroads you stood in the fading light, your silhouette a specter fleeing in the night. My heart a revolver with bullets of pain, triggered by the storm in the pouring rain. Now I'm riding through the lost love, past every lie, where the truth burns under a vengeful sky. Lonesome and worn, but my path is clear. Through haunted plains I ride away from here, forever riding through the lost love. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love.
Down in Mulligan's Valley, where the wind moans through the pines, stood a gunslinger, whiskey-soaked, shadowed by his crimes. The dust beneath his footsteps mixed with blood from days before. An outlaw bound by vengeance, by lost love and folklore. Blood on the gunslinger, red as setting sun, haunted by the bullet holes and the deeds that he has done. Ghost town, silent whisper, where lost souls find their way. He rides alone, his heart's turned stone, along the cursed pathways. There's a tale they whisper softly about the love he left behind, a girl without
eyes like summer skies, now just a ghost in mind. Betrayed by his own brother over golden shallow graves, now he tracks through lonesome valleys, shadowed by their brave. Blood on the gunslinger, echoes of the past. Each step forward takes him back to shadows that they cast. Burning church of trains, lone wail his memories ensnared in the echoes of the gunfire and the crosses left unfair. In a dusty canyon where the truth came like the rain, faced his brother, guns drawn amidst the sorrow, amidst the pain. Two shots echoed under stormy skies so grim. One fell to silence, the other lives with him. Blood on the gunslinger, in the ground his brother lays. A tale of rage and redemption, riding through the haze. Now he seeks no shelter, no solace in the run. A ghost among the shadows, his reckoning undone.
On the edge of a ghost town where shadows conspire, rattlesnake winds whisper sins of the choir. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. Whiskey bottles lay cradled in the devil's own hand. There's no mercy in the last ride. Under blood red skies, haunted trains scream old truths and lies. Forgotten graves, the tales they confide in this cursed land. Even brave men have died. Rode in on a promise, left with a curse. Her love was a chapter in a universe perverse. She betrayed with a kiss, left me cold on the floor. Now her silhouette haunts every saloon swinging door. No mercy in the last ride, vengeance rides with me. Heartbeat sinks with a horse's plea. Echoes of love, sharp and untied, in the silence of the desert, a lone soul cries. despair. Guns drawn at dusk, eyes like the sea storm. 2 shots in the dark, our fates transform. There's rumors in the last ride, dust settled on bone. Echoes of justice and a sinner's moan. Riding away, heart empty and wide, and lands with no mercy, the past won't hide. Fitting the low, weathered voice of storyteller etched by the desert's harsh truths.
Where the dust storms cover up the sun, I walk alone, my shadow weighs a ton. Whiskey bottle empty lies cracked upon the ground. Each step whispers stories in this ghost town I found. Buried in the dusty boots beneath the cursor lamp, fate's written in the sand with a gun in my trembling hand. Echoes of a train whistle calling out to lost souls in silent deserts where the wind forever moans. Found an old church, its bell silent and burned. Memories of love lost and the bitter lessons learned. She was a wildfire, her touch both warm and cold. Now just a whispered betrayal in stories left untold. Buried in the dusty boots underneath the starlit expanse, revenge stirs the night, gives the shadows a chance. Hear a train whistle fading like the pulse of a ghost heart. In these silent deserts, even death can't part. Face to face with my reflection in a shard of glass.
haunted by what I've become. Shadows of the past. Whispers turn to shouts in the vortex of my mind. A showdown looming, not leaving this curse behind. Buried in the dusty boots where my grave quietly waits. Acceptance in the silence as the cold night abates. Trains cry like a lullaby in the vastness of the night. In the heart of the desert, I embrace the fading light.
In the valley where the sun forgot to shine, dust devils dance with the ghosts of twisted pines. Whiskey bottles lay buried in the sands of regret. The echoes of train whistles, memories we can't forget. Old Town's church with its steeple ablaze, burned prayers, smoky haze in the cursed land's maze. Underneath the moon's scornful glare lies a town too lost to care. We walk on bones in the cursed land's sand, forgotten souls in the ashes command. Love once bloomed on this desolate tract, turned to dust by a cold-hearted pact. Her laughter, a ghost in the silent desert air. Her betrayal, a thorn of eternal despair. A grave unmarked under shadows cast, whispered tales of a love that couldn't last. Beneath the stars in different light, where shadows merging with the night, we tread on dreams in the cursed land's wake, chasing echoes of the heartbreak. At the crossroads I stand with my sin, face to face with what might have been a revolver's cold kiss, a decision to end. The whispers, the curses on the wind they send. Now I ride through the ashes alone, and this cursed land my spectral home. With each mile I cross I'm further apart from the hell of the past, but never my heart. So I'll roam with my tail spun of dust in the ashes of the curse, in the whispers we trust.
In the dusk of Lonesome Hollow, where the ghost trains whistle low, a dusty breeze spins tales of a love from long ago. Underneath old hanging lanterns with shadows casting doubt, the whiskey bottles lay forgotten and the roses are all out. Dance the roses in the casket waltz under the moon's cold stare.
roots on cursed lands, perfume hanging in the air. Where every petal dropped a sin, each thorn a tale of scorn. Dance the waltz of the fallen night, where veils of sorrow are worn. She was beauty like the sunrise in a town too rough to tame, but her heart hid secret shadows with a love she never claimed. By the chapel stood her lover, not the one she vowed to keep. Church bells rang their silent warning in a town too dead to weep. Dance the roses in the casket waltz with echoes soft and frail. Betrayals breeze through burning church o'er the hills and dusty trail. Each step a haunting memory, each turn a whisper's breath. Dance the waltz of ghostly veils, twirling closer to their death. In the silence of the desert, beset by stars' cold light, he found the grave unspoken where she lay in endless night. Across the wasteland's whisper, he swore by blood and stone, her betrayal would not linger where the sands of time had blown. So dance the roses in the casket waltz to settle old debts past. A gunslinger's final showdown where only shadows cast. With each petal lies a story in the ground, a lover's curse. Dance the waltz in the quiet land where silence ends the verse.
Out where the train whistles mourn through cracked skies, a ghost town whispers beneath the old moon's rise. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. The devil's breath stirs up the sins of the land. Whiskey bottles lie buried in sand, forgotten graves. Each step echoes a story, each shadow enslaves. The devil's desert wind, it howls with a scornful sound, carrying voices of those who ain't never been found. It's a cursed lullaby, on a vengeful flame it spins. Lost love and betrayal ride on the devil's desert winds. I met her eyes like a mirage, soothing but deceitful deep. In her kiss, the taste of dust, in her promises, secrets to keep. Underneath the starlit dread, where silence bathes the night, she swore forever by my side before vanishing in the light. Now every shadow flickers with the dance of her deceit, every gust a whisper from the love I won't repeat. The devil's desert wind, it cries with a lonely sound, echoing the heartbreak where my dreams were drowned. It's a bitter serenade, through dead towns it spins, revenge and redemption ride on the devil's desert winds. In the heart of the night, where the cold truth lies, I I faced the mirror of my soul in the endless desert skies. The wind called out, its voice was old and cruel. Told me the devil's just a man who never could play the fool. The devil's desert wind, it sings with a ghostly sound, each note a tale of what's lost, what's forever bound. It's an outlaw's refrain, over sands of sin it spins. Solace and solitude ride on the devil's desert winds. Yes, redemption and ruin ride on the devil's desert winds.
In a town where the shadows talk and the streets they mourn in dust, a whiskey bottle lies uncorked beside a badge now caked with rust. Old train whistles cut the silence, haunt the bones of wooden frames. A burning church is a last defiance as I recall those cursed names. Blood on the ghost town under a crimson sky, lost souls whispering as the vultures fly. This land remembers, oh, it never lies. Blood on the ghost town where my heartache lies. The wind carries tales of you, of a love that once burned so true, turn to betrayal under harvest moons. Your laughter now a ghostly tune. I found you cold in the desert's embrace, forgotten grave, no stone nor trace, only the echoes of your grace, driven to madness in this godforsaken place. Blood on the ghost town under a weeping sky, silent deserts hold the secrets of your lie. This earth keeps score of the tears I cried. Blood on the ghost town where my old love died. At the edge of the broken road, I stood where the night was split. Your shadow in the moonlight showed a fleeting ghost I'll never forget. Revenge, a bitter path I tread, but justice finds its own in the end. With each step towards you I'm led, in the town that sin couldn't mend. Blood on the ghost town under a starless sky, each step in the sand a part of me dies. But I'll lay you down where the old crow flies. Blood on the ghost town, and a gunslinger's goodbye.
Out in the dust where the devils play, under a sky that's ashen and gray, there's a town that the maps forgot to name, where whiskey drowns a man's old shame. Ghost of a train, a whistle cuts through night, echoing the hearts that lost the fight. Beneath the whiskey, there's fire in the cold, stories of a love lost, tales boldly told. Each drop hides a secret in the glass they lay. Underneath the whiskey, night turns into day. In the shadow of a burned down church spire, I met a lady dressed in funeral attire, spoke of a love by betrayal undone, her lover left under the setting sun. A bottle shared on a grave of stone, promises whispered in a mournful tone. Beneath the whiskey, there's ghosts in the well, echoes of laughter, a descent into hell. Each sip a memory, bitter and gray. Underneath the whiskey, the past won't stay away. On cursed land, by the light of the moon, I face the heartache all too soon. Vengeance a burden too heavy to bear. Her eyes met mine, a cold and distant stare. A truth revealed in a silver flash. Under whiskey's spell, our dreams do ash. Beneath the whiskey, find the end of the line, where pain meets the dust and fates entwine. Each bottle empty, just like my heart. Underneath the whiskey, where all things part. Beneath the whiskey, redemption's too far. In the silence of the desert, beneath the stars.